Hello. Long time now I haven't done Huliganov culinary expertises, but I want to do one more Huliganov cookery film because right now I'm making one of my specialities. Here in this pot I'm making this product, rice sticks. It is, reading Chinese, that's what it is. Basically it's rice spaghetti. It's got nothing in but rice flour and water. That's what it is. On top of this I've taken some wild rice. Wild rice, 1 pack, boiling away in this. I put that on first because it needs to be cooked for longer, and it's not going to be fully cooked because I am putting later on into pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and what there is here made. Pre-cooked and marinated wild mushrooms, quite a lot. You can start to... Well, wait a minute, I'm just talking, you don't have to do anything yet, it's not so important. This is paste of pad thai. This is paste of pad thai, making from pad thai. You can see what is in the thing. It's got sugar and water, shallot and soya beans and roasted peanuts, garlic, salt. So basically that's what to put in it if you don't have the possibility to buy a pad thai paste. Then I'm adding carrots, mung beans and some peas with corns. The lemon is for the end part. Up to 3 chickens' eggs. I don't really like to eat eggs, but it binds it together very well, so I'm used to use 6 eggs. Now I'm trying to be more direction of vegan, so I'm only making 3 eggs for a big saucepan like that. And at the end you can put in these nuts and raisins if you like with the lemon. That's basically what I've got. I will show later on how it all come together. At the moment we just boiled it. My wife now is taking the rice, what is pre-cooked a little bit, but you wouldn't eat the rice normally after short boiling like that. I think she only boiled for 20 instead of 45 minutes, but later will be cooked on in the saucepan, so we don't have to boil to the end. Same with this, you don't have to boil it very far because you're going to cook further in saucepan with the other ingredients. Okay, so here at this point the rice sticks are out in this, down there's the boiled in the bag, not boiled quite to the end. Here the extra virgin olive oil is in here, and I start with the mushrooms just to make a nice smell around. This is the forest mushrooms I used. I think they are podgrzybki, European forest mushrooms. You can take oriental mushrooms if you like. This is probably even nicer this way. Very good smell coming off that already. So then what I can do is put this into here. So I can't film and put this at the same time, so you just have to imagine me putting this into this and then making the bag open from here and adding 2. I'll show what it looks like afterward. So that's what I said. I've got it on 6 out of 9 possible places. So there's the dark rice, the wild rice going in, and the rice sticks going onto the bowl. I'm going to mix them up together a bit, and soon I'm going to start to add the next ingredient. At the moment we've got really just extra virgin, little bit the lower you can do the better, of course, of any kind of oils. So at the moment we mainly got these starches, including the lots of roughage on the wild rice and mushrooms, which have got negative calories in and of themselves. They got more thermic, what's it, effect than it take to eat them or something. So a little bit all together at the moment. Soon it will start to come apart. And if possible, when I'm getting in the other ingredients. So I'm going to start to add more. Okay, so now is pad Thai sauce is on there. I'm putting it back onto the heat. This is like a brown sauce, come from that. Use the whole jar from this. So I put that in, starting to move it around. It doesn't matter if you break down the rice sticks; they're too long anyway. They will not be so long. They will be just short pieces by the time you finish pushing this around and frying it. It will just be like small bits of rice stick holding it all together. They will take in all of the water that you're about to add in with the vegetables and all sorts. Will all end up into the carbohydrate base there. But lots of vegetables are about to be added and some eggs to bind together. Also, what at the end I'm not using is any meat or prawns. Chicken or prawns can be added at this stage and cooked with it. Actually, prawn later if you're using prawn. But I stopped eating chickens and prawns on 24th of October.
Mom.
Yes, I'm sure. And so there won't be anything like that in there. Anyway, that will spread out in course of frying and cooking evenly over whole things. So don't worry if it's not all even yet, because lots of ingredients yet still to go. Okay, right now this is with the carrots already added. They're nice and big. They will make a nice element. It doesn't matter if you chop them in a little smaller, while if you got them this big while you're actually making it, it's all going together into one big happy family here of foodstuffs. Carrots probably it's a very Western vegetable, but actually China make more carrot than anybody other country in the world. Not many people know that. So I added little soy sauce more and a little of this another can from Bondwell, such a can of corn with peas. So it's getting more and more vegetables into the mix here. They don't need such a long cooking time because they're already pre-boiled, but they need to be all heated up. There's nothing in here now what needs to really be cooked anymore, so it's just really to get a nice evenness of constituency, to break down the noodles a little bit and to get it all to a nice fluffiness, not too wet and stodgy, but drying off a little bit in the heat and getting more flavor from the cooking. And still is mung beans, which is here, putting in the last bit is mung beans. I'm usually using 3 different pots of vegetables when I make this pad Thai, on top of the main meat substitute, which is the mushrooms. So now we got, probably is already, it would theoretically even be ready to serve now. Nothing in here because I'm not using chickens or prawns that need to be cooked to the end, so I probably won't keep it cooking too long this time, not like I normally do. I think the egg, because I put it in quite early, is already quite done, so won't be much left to do on this. Nice to have not too stewed up, but still quite near individual recognizable state. Anyway, such it is. Doing it this way, fill up a big saucepan and already put it up to 7. I'm patting it down to get a nice cooked edge to the bottom of it. Then I stir it around a bit, just to take a little bit of the water off, you know, get it nice and even constituency, and then we'll be ready to serve. When it's served, then you add the lemon and the peanuts if you want to add peanuts, ground up. You can use even a peanut butter if you don't want to bother with grinding the peanuts. Final effect, serving bowl. You can use chopsticks if you like, or just a spoon. That's what it looks like.